The doorway lat stretch, really great stretch here, really going to help. And those lats, these big muscles that go down the back here, have a big impact on our posture. If they're tight, they also are going to encourage, I'm going to say, this forward rotation of the shoulders here because they're pulling down. The lats, without getting too technical, actually join in on the arm up here. So they go through the armpit, you don't have to worry about all of that kind of stuff. So where the arms go, by shortening this distance here, as they're being pulled down, they're shortening this distance of the lat. So it's a great idea to stretch this. Hence one of the reasons why I do this every morning. It just helps me wake up. And again, I rearrange this with my clients to do this in the evening too, after a long day, maybe in not the best postural positions. So you're going to get a lot out of this stretch. If there is one lat stretch you do, then this should be the one. And one thing I do recommend, if you do have access to a foam roller, if you foam roll first on those lats and then go into this stretch, it's going to help the brain and that muscle get in connection with one another, help them relax off and get the most from this stretch. However, if you don't have a foam roller, there is another little technique which I'll introduce into here as well as to how you can help get the most out of this stretch. So I'm going to have to turn my back, so excuse me for doing so, and we're going to pretend this is a doorway here. And what we're going to do is get into this stretch. It's quite simple to execute, but again, take your time, allow the muscle to relax. It's going to try and kick back a little bit, find that point where you get the stretch, breathe into it, and then you might well be able to go a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our hand above our head. The reason we do this, remembering what I said about the attachment point, there are several attachment points of the lats themselves, but let's focus on here. If we're bringing this arm up, we're already stretching out that lat. So from here, I'm going to rest my elbow in that elevated state on the doorway as it is, and now I've already got my stretch going on. Now what I'm going to do is bring my leg that's closest to the doorway away, and now I've increased the angle with another point where the lat attaches down here on the lower back, and from here I've increased the stretch. So now I've got a great stretch going on. That is it. All I'm going to do is allow my hips to fall in, and I'm increasing that stretch. Now I can raise the hand up slightly, and that is going to increase the stretch even further. And from here, if you want to just have a little play, almost like Play-Doh with the lat itself as you're in this stretch. And that's going to help just to relax it off ever so slightly, almost like a bit of a massage. So all I'm doing is allow my weight to fall through, and as I feel like I can go further, I go further. Obviously you'll execute that on both sides. Real simple to do, and that kind of kneading effect, that massage effect, is what I'm suggesting that you do if you don't do the foam rolling first, so you can do it both ways. As I say, it's a quite quick stretch to do. You do it morning and night, not too aggressive, and you're really going to get the most out of this highly effective lat stretch.